latest, US President Donald Trump has warned that any retaliation against the United States will be met with a force far greater than what was witnessed in American strikes today. Now, Trump issued the warning in a post on Truth Social. The warning comes after Iranian media said that all American citizens and military in the region were now legitimate targets for Iran.
Yes.
Now, Susan, having said that, what's your take on the latest statement?
Yeah, well, I mean, as anticipated, it's hard to imagine that Iran will not try to carry out some kind of retaliatory strike. The question is, to what extent is that going to be? And it's so important that these Iranian officials that have come out until now continue to insist that the damage wasn't that great on Fordo, notably. They do acknowledge that it has been struck. They acknowledge that Natanz and Isfahan have been struck, but publicly they're saying that it really wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that significant. When they say something like this, one has to wonder whether or not they're looking for an off-ramp, that the retaliation isn't going to be as huge as perhaps expected. Because if they come out and say our entire nuclear program is destroyed by the United States, well, what is everyone going to expect? They're going to be like, well, then now let's see what you're going to do in response. So when they downplay it like that, I will say one has to hope that perhaps there won't be a huge escalation and we're moving towards de-escalation. Maybe that's an off-ramp for the Iranians to come to the negotiating table and try to find some sort of diplomatic solution to this war that we're seeing.
Absolutely, Susan.
But again, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what their assessment is ultimately of the damage.
Right, thank you so much, Susan, for getting us those details. And now it's time for us to take a short break. But before that, the White House has released pictures of President Trump in the Situation Room. Now, Trump can be seen in Situation Room with several members of the cabinet monitoring the U.S. striking on Iran. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and Trump's Chief of Staff Susie Wiles were also present in the room.